Welcome back to another episode of the Neo Franchise Team. Today we'll be starting a new franchise mode, the Washington Capitals franchise mode rebuild. As we all know, in NHL 18, Ovechkin has not won the Stanley Cup yet. He has not won it yet. So we're starting from zero. And I'm hoping we get at least 3 with this team. Still need a lot of work here. It's going to be a realistic rebuild like that Maple Leafs rebuild that we had not that long ago. And let's take a look at the lines here. We got Ovi, Kuznetsov on the first line, TJ Oshie. Then you got Brett Connolly, Nicholas Backstrom, Andrei Burakovsky. Then you got DSP. Don't know what happened to him. He had that insane 2018 playoff run, and then he kind of like fell off the map or what. I don't know what happened, but he's not what he used to be, or not what he was in the playoffs. He had that insane playoff run. I'm telling you, it seemed like he was getting a goal per game. Then you got Lars Eller, also a really good player. He's stayed on the team. He's been really solid number 3 center for the Washington Capitals. Probably going to be looking to keep him. His contract's expiring. Probably can get him for cheaper than 3.5. Let's be real here. Tom Wilson, another guy that we're going to keep. He's got top 9 potential still here in this game, but that'll change in later games for sure. Then fourth line, I feel like other than Jay Beagle and Jacob Vrana, I feel like Jacob Vrana could stay on the team. I think we're going to need a replace Tyler Grovak. Don't know how to pronounce his name, but other than that, looking pretty solid. Might need a left winger. It's possible that we put Burakovsky in that left slot, although Ovi's been playing left wing, and that might take some of his ice time up, but we will see. On defense, of course, defense, not a bad position on this team, although they do struggle. They do have Dmitry Orlov paired up with John Carlson. Really good pairing. And then you got Niskanen and Orpik. Okay, top 4 pairing. I wouldn't say best of the best, but it'll do for now. Orpik making 5.5 against cap for us. We might want to buy out that contract next year. We'll see, because we kind of need to keep some of our guys, and then we'll bring him back, possibly, like they did in real life. You got Yokipaka. Might also want to upgrade that bottom pairing of blue liners, but the top 4 looks pretty decent and solid, especially with John Carlson there. He does really well usually. And then in goal, we're all set here. Let's be honest, we don't need to make a single change. Philip Grubauer, Braden Holtby, both of them solid goalies. Scratches, Christian Juice, or Christian. He's on the Ducks now, but did play pretty well for them there when he got called up. Also, definitely gonna want to be making some free agent signings here, see what we have in the free agency class here. What can we afford? Let's start off with that one. Yeah, definitely can't afford any of these top guys here. I'm definitely gonna have to go down there. Yager himself, the legend, is on there. The Spurs, not really a scoring defenseman. Winnick, could bring him back. We do need a left winger. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, so we'll try. So Chase on there, which was signed by the Capitals, but I'll try Winnick. here, try signing him. Think. Let's see here. What else do we got? Stewart, Cody Franzen, we got Chris Dale. Yeah, we're pretty solid other than that. Okay, so I'm gonna simulate to the regular season and I'll see you guys there. So Winnick accepted, so that will give us a solid fourth or third liner right there, left winger. So yeah. Alright, here, so I was browsing the trade block and I saw that our Army Lehkonen was available. Top medium top 6 potential, 78 overall. Arturi Lehkonen. Correction. 22 years of age, solid left winger, something that we do need on the top 6. Got 2 years on that entry deal contract, so as soon as Brooks Orpik's contract's up, we can just sign him long term and we should be set on the left side. And we'll just give up DSP, a 4th, 2nd, and a 3rd here for Arturi Lehkonen that will already be starting on our roster. Trade rejected though, so I need to do a little bit more negotiating here. Another 3rd? Okay, that should do it. Let's try moving that 3rd down to a 4th. I'm gonna keep okay, you need a 4th. No problem. So 2 4ths, a 2nd, and a 3rd, and DSP going Montreal's way for Arturi Lehkonen. I feel like Devontae Smith-Pelly would be a fit in Montreal anyway, so I feel like this team pays out for both teams. Same overall going both ways, however, different potentials, so good trade for us, I guess, and I'll show you how the lines are looking then. Yeah, Lehkonen will be on the 2nd line, so that's a pretty big jump for him right there. However, it's possible that Britt Conley had to be dropped down, so I'm gonna try to do some roster adjusting, and I'll see you guys when I'll be done with the roster adjusting. Alright, trying to make some cap space here, trading Grovich to start off to the Bruins for the 4th. We'll make it a 5th rounder if they don't want to give us a 4th. Really, this isn't that big of a deal here. I'll keep going down until they accept. There we go, 6th rounder for him. Should get Brett Connolly onto the roster then. No, not yet. Okay. Let's see here. Do you have any scratches? Or are we literally on like cap support here? Madison Bowie is a scratch for us. Okay. Let's just start here. I think we can scratch Yoki Paka. Yeah. We can drop Yoki Paka down to the minors. That's what I'm thinking here. Drop him to the minors, pull up Connolly. also have Chandler Stevenson there. Not bad. So Conley on the fourth line with Jay Beagle and Jacob Vrana, and then our second line also has been renewed with Lehkonen, Kuznetsov, and Burakovsky. That is a young line. I don't know if I might want to put Backstrom with them to, like, you know, put some veteran depth there, and then have the two Russians and Kuznetsov and Ovechkin. Got two Swedes there in Burakovsky and Backstrom. And then you have a Finn in Arturi Lehkonen. I've never really looked into countries. Then you have Winnick Eller from Denmark, and then Tom Wilson, that's Canadian. Jacob Vrana from the Czech Republic. And then you have Jay Beagle and Brett Conley from Canada. On defense, mostly American. Defense is Brian Holtby. I think he is American. No, he's Canadian. And Philip Grubauer is German. That should be interesting. So I'll simulate up to the regular season if we have not yet. Oh, we are already at the regular season. I'll see if I do any other moves, and I'll see you guys when I'm done. Alright, here, so we're not going to be making any trades so far yet, but something that we definitely need to look into is Carlson, trying to get him John Carlson a good contract here. It looks like this is the best that we can get out of him. I'll probably give him this 5.5 million contract deal, because it looks like even if we buy out Orpik, it doesn't look like we're gonna have much cap space to work with here, unfortunately. Lars Eller, we can sign him to a 2.150 for 8 years. I think that can get us some cap space. Tom Wilson, well, we can sign him to a 8-year contract right there. Winnick, probably gonna let him go. Same with Jay Beagle. We'll see. We'll see how it goes with them. Another big one is Jacob Vrana. Now we're starting to get in a bit of a cap crunch here. I'm not sure what we're gonna want to do with him. Madison Bowie's definitely gonna be someone that we want to re-sign, but awful lot expensive here. You can try signing him to 2 years, yeah. So we do have some contracts that will be expiring in 2 years. Here, we are literally up against the cap. We have Arturi Lehkonen there next year expiring, so not looking too good on the contract side, but I'll simulate about 2 months into the season, and I'll see you guys there. So here at the mid-season mark, we are 24-24-1. Ovechkin with a really good year so far, 31 goals, 18 assists, 49 points. Been looking pretty good right there on the points wise. Maybe we could have a better record, I would think, but we are right in the playoff race currently. Nicholas Backstrom with 42 points. John Carlson with 40 points. So that's really good for a two-way defender. Evgeny Kuznetsov with 32. Oshie with 28. Eller with 23. Burakovsky with 21. Lehkonen with 18. And then you got Tom Wilson. And so on. So yeah, I think might need to make a few trades here. Out of 49, 49 points here, right behind Pittsburgh, New York, both New York teams, and Carolina, surprisingly, leading the division. We'll see what we can do, and I'll update you on that. I'm gonna try to make a trade here for Chris Weidman. Very cheap, solid top 6 defenseman. Plays on the right side, and we'll basically just give him a 7th round pick right here. If it's necessary, we can give him a 6th as well. Just to shore up that blue line. Kind of need that right now. They don't want to accept the trade though. Still trade rejected. Okay, I'll see you guys when I can get them to accept. Okay, so we gave them our 3rd round pick from next year's. Actually didn't have that much trade value on that, and that AHL top 6 forward there. Don't know his name, for Dennis Weidman. Should be fine. I'll try to make another trade here just to add some depth on the team. Because we're not going to make any other trades because we're literally against the cap right here. Just to take a look at the lineup here, got Backstrom, Kuznetsov, Eller, and Jay Beagle down the middle. You might want to put Kuznetsov up there just for his morale's sake to go up, hopefully. And then on the left side, we got Ovi, Lehkonen, Winnick, Vrana. Vrana's a right winger. He'll probably be playing right, and Burakovsky will play left eventually. On the right side, of course, we've got TJ Oshie, and then, Burakovsky, Wilson, and Brett Connolly. Defensive pairings, John Carlson, Dmitry Orlov, Matt Niskanen, Brooks Orpik, Chris Weidman replacing Bowie, and Taylor Chorney. Oh yeah. Weidman's gonna replace Bowie there. Bowie's only a depth defenseman, as it says on him. He'll be good for us next year because we signed him to extension. As Weidman will probably need to let go here, unless we don't re-sign John Carlson, because so far I don't think we've re-signed him yet. We'll do our best to re-sign him, whether that's retaining Brooks Orpik's contract or making some room. So I'll simulate another month or two. I'll simulate to the trade deadline, and I'll see you guys there. Okay, so here at the trade deadline, 34, 27, and 2 clearly have gone on a bit of a run here, winning more games. Can't really make any trades because we don't have any cap space, and if we were to make trades, it would be to sell at the trade deadline. So can't really do anything. We've already gotten Arturi Lehkonen. We kind of just have to, at this point, stay put and not do anything really. There's not much that we can do really here. So yeah, hopefully we'll just stay put, and things will look better than they are now. John Carlson, by the way, is injured, but Bowie grew up an overall. Bauer's been playing well as Holtby. Definitely those 2 goals are going to help us, so I'll simulate to the end of the season, and I'll see you guys there. Okay, so here at the end of the regular season, we finished with a decent record of 44, 33, and 5. Could have been better. We'll be facing off the New York Rangers in the first round. Ovechkin with 40 goals, 30 assists, 71 points. Not bad for him. But That is a very low total for Alex Ovechkin standards, so I hope that wasn't his career low right there. Of course, you can't count the 2012, 2013. Okay, that was not his career low. Because he had less in 2016-17. So I think that's actually a pretty decent year for Ovi right there. 41 goals, not bad. Backstrom with 71 points, his setup man right there. 52 assists. Carlson coming back and also playing pretty well. Then you got Kuznetsov there. Morale's been up and down for him so far, so hopefully that can just wow. TJ Oshie with 38 assists, 8 goals. Eller, also pretty good year for him. 13 goals, 30 assists. Burakovsky with 25 goals. Goal scoring wise, Burakovsky was second. Then Tom Wilson with 20 goals. Then Backstrom with 19. Carlson 14. Eller, Conley, Weidman, Kuznetsov, Rana, Winnick, Oshie. But then assists wise, it's definitely Backstrom, yeah. And then Carlson, Kuznetsov, and then Oshie. Ovechkin's up there too in the top 5. Our goalies, Holtby with a 912 save percentage, 34 wins, 26 losses. Grubauer with a 903. Not bad totals overall for Philip Grubauer and Brian Holtby, but we'll see how we do in the playoffs. Also, right before the playoffs, we would like to take a look at the lines here. Ovechkin, Backstrom, Oshie on the first, and Lehkonen, Kuznetsov, Burakovsky, Winnick, Eller, Wilson. Wilson up to an 80, worth mentioning. Been fantastic for us. Then Vrana up to a 78 from a 76 at the beginning of the season. Also really good for us. Lehkonen went back down to a 78, so not that bad, but could be better. Conley also solid. Smorol could be up though. Who's hurt? Niskanen. So we're going to have to be replacing Niskanen with Bowie in there, but it's better than having Carlson hurt for sure. Carlson, our number 1 defenseman. Then Orlov, Orpik, Weidman. Could be better. And then you got Chorny or Corny and Bowie on there. Holtby in net, of course, with Grubauer backing him up. And hopefully Niskanen comes back, because we're definitely going to need him on that back end. Without him, there is definitely a hole in there. So playing against the Rangers, can't take them lightly. They do have Lundqvist, they still have McDonough at this point. Definitely a solid team there. So our blue lines should cross each other out, but once it comes to the offense, I think we have a better one. But in goal, it's going to be neck and neck. After the first period, New York leads us 2-0. Kevin Shattenkirk and Jimmy Vesey scoring. Shots were tied at 7. No goals in the second period. Here we come third period. 1 goal for the Rangers, and that should do it. We get a power play, can't capitalize on it. The Rangers get a power play, don't either score. Shots tied at 22 apiece. Doesn't look like we're probably going to lose this game at Madison Square, but Winnick scores right before the third ends, and the Rangers take a 1-0 series lead as they just won with a 1-0. They had a 1-goal lead. 2-1. If we have Niskanen, that should solidify. Niskanen's going to come back, I think. Said so that he's come back from injury, so that should help us out there. Hopefully. Don't know if we're going to be resigning Weidman there. I don't know what we'll do with that situation right there. And we can't afford Carlson either. This is a little rough situation that we're in right now. Grubauer doesn't want that much, so that should be fine actually. possible that we might just not end up signing Carlson, as weird as it would be. Unless we buy out Brooks Orpik, then I think we can keep everyone then. So we'll see. Game 2 here coming up. Big game for us. If we can win, we can turn the tide in this series with the Rangers. First period, no scoring. New York leads in shots 8-7. Second period, we get a 1-0 goal. Eller on Lundqvist going into the third. 1-0 goal. Shots tied at 16 apiece. We get a power play. Fortunately, don't score on it. The Rangers get a power play, but they don't either score on it. Rangers leading in shots right now. Hopefully he can shut the door on them. It's 44 seconds, and we win game 2, 1-0. What a big win for us right there. Game 3 coming up. So getting Niskanen looks like that kind of shored up our defense. Doesn't look like Carlson's going to want to sign that coupon contract. So we're probably going to have to buy out Brooks Orpik. But the Rangers go up 3-1 in the first period. Zibanejad scoring, then Niskanen answering for us. Rick Nash, scoring twice on Holtby. Going into the second period, Tom Wilson scoring a big goal to turn the tide of the game. 3-2 lead for the Rangers, and the Rangers score on a power play. Rick Nash with the hat trick. Not looking too good right now here with a 2-goal lead. The Rangers lead us. Shots favor us, surprisingly. Power play for us. Can we capitalize? No, we cannot. And it looks like the Rangers are going to take game 3. 4-2. So far, a neck and neck series. Hopefully we can take game 4 from them. If we lose game 4, fortunately, things aren't going to be looking too bright for us. 2-0 lead for the Rangers after the first. Second, no scoring. Not looking good. Kreider and VC scoring for them in the first. They're out shooting us in a margin of 2. It's over. Burakovsky scoring the only goal for us. What is happening to this Capitals team? Wilson down to 79. Not looking good. Bowie a -3. We'll put Chorney in there for game 5. It's going to take a really big effort from this Capitals team to come back from 3-1 here. Hopefully they can do it. So, first period. Wow. 4-3 Rangers after the first. This looks like a final score, not a first period score. They did acquire Michael Backlund, surprisingly. But first, JT Miller scoring, then Rick Nash, Winnick, and Ovechkin answering, then JT Miller scoring his second. Andrei Burakovsky tying it up at 3, but before the period ends, Michael Backlund breaking the tie to make it 4-3 for the Rangers. 9 shots for the Rangers, us 13, leading them in shots. Wow. Zuccarello scoring to make it 5-3, but then TJ Oshie and Alex Ovechkin with some huge goals to answer back. Very high scoring game. Surprisingly, both starting goalies are in net, and JT Miller scores his hat-trick goal on Holtby, and it's not looking good. Power play for us, 5-on-3. How did we not score on a 5-on-3? Are you kidding me? And it looks like the Rangers are going to take Game 5. The series over. And honestly, coming out of that series, not too confident about this team. So I think we're going to end the episode here, as we will start off the next episode at a new season. So thanks for watching. Hope you like and subscribe, and see you next bit. Bye.